Are you playing Blibio games? How
I
dare you?
am.
How rude. Totally disrespecting the viewers.
I know, right? Fuck them. Fuck them all.
Oh, okay. I'll be sure to add that to the podcast. This will be fucking all edition.
Right. The windows. How are you?
Not too bad. I finally got to sleep in for once.
How many hours?
Fuck, would have been maths, things, 8 hours.
It's a good balanced amount.
Yes. Because I think I went to bed at about 9ish.
So, through the power of maths, I can deduce that you woke up at about 5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just, yeah, well, that's a fucking nice sleep-in for me, given that my normal day starts at 2.
Aye.
So how's your Girls Frontline going? Because I didn't get to do that last week.
Um.
Oh, we'll talk about last
Not
week
much
as well. Eventually.
Not much really. I mean, I've just been logging in for my dailies. See, going, seeing my mum fucked me up because the internet reception where I was mostly pretty damn bad, and I was active and busy enough that I wasn't checking my phone often. So while I didn't break my streak, I got close, like quite a few times, and yeah, I wasn't really able to micromanage and whatever. So yeah, I've kind of fallen behind where I would have been, but yeah, it's still trucking along.
So I take it really didn't get to finish the event.
Yeah, no, I've kind of fucked that up.
Oh well, there's
kinda,
nothing. I mean, did you get Tech 50?
no, I mean there's 7 days left.
No, there isn't.
On the shop, there's 7 days.
Oh
left.
yeah, on the shop there's 7 days left. You can't earn any more of the tokens though.
You're joking me.
No,
I thought I still had at least another 7. Oh fuck me.
There was exactly enough days that if you did your dailies every day, you could buy everything in the shop. And I bought everything in the shop yesterday. I bought the last 80 combat reports.
Alright. Okay, you can have a go at me for what I'm about to say. So I did have a bunch of tokens. And literally just today, because I finally checked my Ghost Frontline and actually had a proper look around and see what I need to be
I think I
on.
should say, like, well, just to clarify, when I say tokens, I mean those metal Zongzi or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Not actual tokens.
Yeah, good point. So I had a bunch, and I had enough for some of the equipment, but I decided, literally just like 2 hours ago, I decided I still have another 7 days, so I'll get something shit now, and just get the good stuff later on. So I got like the shit background for my card, and now I don't have enough tokens for anything, enough Zhongji or whatever for anything, and now I've just found out. So I could have had some unique equipment at least.
So you couldn't even get Tech 50 at all?
Nah.
Oh.
I see. I did it for like 2 days. I was on top of it for 2 days, and I kind of fucked up.
The equipment isn't even unique. Like, it's just guaranteed high tier equipment.
Yeah.
Like there's
But I don't have any height. Like apart from the shit ones, I don't need.
Like, basically, all you get with the 16 lab stuff is a pre-calibrated whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So it's already like at the highest. Well, you still have to upgrade it, but it's basically the best version of a gold equipment you can get.
Yeah.
Rather than like gun specific unique equipment.
Aye. Well, I mean that's even better for me, you know. Like. Oh, what? Yeah.
So
I fucked up.
I mean,
oh well.
If I had let's say if I only had 100 tokens, I probably wouldn't have got the equipment. I probably would have. I don't know if we say 100, I probably would have just gotten the ID card and maybe the cat icon. If I had 120, I would have gotten the cat itself.
Yeah, I only saw the cat after I bought the thing. Otherwise, I would have got the cat.
So yeah, you are a dum dum.
Yeah.
I should probably mute the game if I'm gonna navigate for this shit.
Wow, you have a go at me. Wow, I at least have the courtesy to immediately come off the game.
What do you mean? I was sitting there looking at it. You were talking about it, so I was making fucking discussions. I've just muted it now, despite the fact that it hasn't made a noise since the podcast started.
Yeah, but by saying it's not, it's muted now, there is the insinuation that there was audio playing before.
But it wasn't.
Hence my statement. Yeah, but when... I stand by
How about you suck my dick?
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Kind of. I mean, blowjob's a blowjob.
Just lie back and think of England.
Fuck, it's been years since I've heard that.
So,
yes.
What are we talking about today?
I don't know. Do we want to talk about last week first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so how was Portsmouth?
It was really good. It was really fucking good. Apart from the train ride back, which kind of cast a dampener on the whole thing. But yeah. So I headed down on the Friday, which is obviously when the podcast is, so I wasn't here. Yeah, I had to get the cross country train, so that was like 5.5 hours. And that's not even to Portsmouth. That's like it goes to Southampton, which is west of Portsmouth. So I had to get off a couple of stops before, and then get another train to Fareham. Which...
Is that where they mine all the iron?
No. Yeah, I don't know. Actually. I shouldn't say something. I have no idea. All I know is that there's a fuck ton of military bases everywhere. Yeah. So okay. So imagine like a bay. So okay, like a coastline, and then there's like a circle just on the border, and that's like an inland, little bay thing. And then there's just a tiny little narrow crossing. And on one of those sides is Portsmouth. And on the other side is a place called Gosport. So they make up, like I suppose the mouth. The mouth.
I don't need to imagine this. We have one. It's called Wellington.
Yeah, well, I don't fucking know Wellington. Like, I'm sure you don't know Portsmouth, right?
Well, I do know Portsmouth because I looked it up 2 weeks ago. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, I was given an amazing description to the audience, so they knew exactly what I was talking about. But yeah, so my mother lives in Gosport, which, while only being like 5 minutes away from Portsmouth on the ferry, driving wise, it's like 40 minutes away, right? 40 minutes away. So, I actually had to get to Fareham which is the closest train station actually to Gosport, rather than just going to Portsmouth. And then from there just a taxi down to Gosport. And then it was mainly just going out, walks, to pubs mainly, and
it's Fareham or Fareham, not
Fareham.
Yeah, not as interesting as Ferrum, as in like the Latin for iron. Ferum. That was the joke earlier. Get it? It's funny.
I didn't even realize it was a joke. No, that's the thing.
Fucking kids these days.
Bloody hell! Come on. Anyway, you're assuming a far too high level of intellect there, right? Just.
Would you rather I did treat you like a retard?
I mean.
Okay, so this episode we're going to be learning colors. That's actually really hard, unless I do like an entire video component to this, so fuck that.
Yeah, like, isn't describing color one of the, existential questions of humanity? Anyway, right.
Sure.
It was mainly eating burgers at pubs.
Oh shit, you guys have Christchurch. Sorry. Just west of Portsmouth on the coast.
Oh, yeah. Sure. I don't know. I really don't know. My geography below Leeds is like, Birmingham, London, the sea, France.
Oh,
right.
I mean, like, I kind of don't really blame you. Just, I mean, at least with New Zealand, we're small enough that I can still, like, know where shit is, but there's enough shit in England, and it's all fucking boring.
True. Hard true.
Just,
like,
borough, just all the boroughs, just fuck them.
Bruh. It's not a borough.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to say bruh when there's nothing preceding it.
Yeah. But, Middlesbrough, not Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
Edinburgh.
I'm just saying it changes when we actually have like a prefix to it. Like, I'm not going to just say bruh. Unless I'm meaning bruh.
Yeah, but you were saying the word. Oh, doesn't matter. I get what you mean. Right. But yeah, like I know where the cities are, and I know everywhere that has a half decent football team, and that gets me by. That's like.
So you got Manchester, London.
Yeah.
That's it. Liverpool. I don't know.
Yeah. And the footballing powerhouse of Newcastle. Thank you very much.
Well,
let's not talk about football today. I am too fucking depressed. Right. I don't.
You've set in motion a series of events that can't be stopped now. But we've got a lot else to talk about today. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you press the button, you're just gonna get a 20-minute rant. So.
Oh, that's pretty short, to be honest.
You have no idea. Anyway, but yeah, I went to a castle. It was pretty cool.
You mean you don't live in one already?
Yeah, surprising.
Damn.
I'm only used to new castles. This was an old one. Why the fuck did I say that? Yeah.
Could you imagine a new castle though? Like it's built like an old castle but with new materials. It's just like 6 feet thick of like plasterboard.
Yeah, isn't that just like American mansions or something?
Well, no, because American mansions are still made out of like tinfoil. Like that's just a big house. I'm talking about a new castle.
I mean,
I don't know, carbon fiber ramparts, whatever. I don't.
Yeah, what's the drawbridge made out of?
Fucking nanomaterials, kid.
Fucking space age castle. Yeah. Shit. Someone's got to do that.
Aerogel fucking drawbridge.
The aerogel moat. Have you saw the Veritasium videos as well?
Yeah.
But yeah. It's alright. And then I had the worst trip of my life ever coming back. Which really wasn't fucking good.
Did you have to sit next to a Paki?
No.
Oh, by the way, did you watch the video that I linked in podcast ages ago? I just put it in here randomly on the 7th. Like, if you just scroll up.
I mean...
Bro,
I shouldn't be laughing.
To be fair, he did have his cock out.
Yeah, I just noticed that on the second watch.
Yeah, you watch it the first time, like, why the fuck is he just dabbing those men? And then you actually do look down, like, oh shit, his dick is out.
Yeah, like on the first, I literally just thought this guy just went up and just started beating an old Indian man or something. I mean that did happen. That he did do that, but yeah, more contextual information was needed. Oh yes, a harbour. Yes, that's the word. Not a circle on a coast inland. Yes, I am good with the words. I've got so many questions. Why? Like what? Oh,
I guess I actually have to put this link in the podcast now. Well, in the description of the video. Yeah. For those of you who have shit internet and or can't be fucked watching.
Sleepy.
Well, I'm sure he'll be fucked watching and he'll try his damnedest, but
shit. No, that was the shit internet.
Oh. Yeah, sure.
His internet is notoriously bad.
Yeah, it was good enough for a podcast. We'll talk about that later.
Good to hear. Yes, we shall.
I'll link it again down here so I can actually remember to get around to it. But there is a lovely English gentleman, and I'm not even sure if he's actually English. I think he might be Paki as well.
No, yeah. That accent is definitely like, yeah, Paki.
Yeah, so it's really just the Khyber Pass incident in the UK again.
Yeah. Just that being said, I've never had a man get his dick out like that in front of me.
So far.
Yeah, so far.
Alright, anyway, yeah, a lovely brown gentleman just kicking the shit out of a other lovely brown gentleman for having his dick out.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night, for like in public for no fucking reason.
Yeah, like that was what threw me at first. Oh yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. Because the guy seems to be smiling and just standing normally, and just seems like a nice gentleman. Again, upon watching, like fully,
yeah,
you can see
you gotta watch it about
shaking.
5 times.
Yeah, he's clearly shaking his penis, right? In a gesture meant to, I don't know if it's to provoke or just get the attention or
arouse.
Whatever. Yeah, to arouse the But yeah, like not noticing that on just the initial watching where I was just looking at his face, he just seemed like a genial old man, and giving a smile, and then yeah, gets lamped, absolutely lamped, and then kicked in the back. That being said, yeah, can't really say he doesn't deserve it. You know.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the audio-visual presentation.
We'll call
No,
it
not presentation. What is it? Like description?
podcast. I don't know. All right.
So the podcast was sleepy. How did that go?
So just every time I go to this map, if I'm on like various levels of zoomed in, I'll just find really dumb places. I just found Scunthorpe.
Yes, Scunthorpe.
Yes, you know of Scunthorpe.
Yeah, it's one of those places that you kind of mention. It's like Milton Keynes or Slough.
I've never heard of either of those.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't have, because they're not exactly amazing places. Or Luton, like they're just kind of shit. I think Scunthorpe might have an activity park or something.
Oh, so it's just like every city in New Zealand. It's just that there's nothing going on.
Yeah. I don't actually know if it's a bad place or not. It might be a really nice place.
Well, I found it Sports Direct, so...
Please, don't.
And we know who runs Sports Direct.
Oh.
And we know what he owns. Alright.
He fucking got rid of Rafa. He got rid of the best fucking manager we could have fucking got. He went down with us when we got fucking relegated. He brought us back up. He's been covering over the cracks of Mike Ashley's fucking regime because he's not putting any money in. And we've got somebody who's won the Champions League, right? The fucking best league in fucking Europe, and he's managing us, and he loves it here. And he wasn't asking for a ton. He wasn't asking for the world. He was just asking for a little bit more money so Newcastle could actually contend, because as the caliber of manager he is, he wants to manage a team that has some ambition. And rather than negotiate with him, rather than do anything, Newcastle let him go. But not only do they let him go, his contract hasn't run out yet. It runs out on June the 30th. So they announce it to the media that they're just not renewing his contract. And then close down talks with Rafa, so they don't even tell him that they're going to like fire him or that we're parting ways. They just tell the media, we're closing down deals. So apparently Rafa's been calling him or calling the club to try and like negotiate, and the club's just been no. And again, this is one of the greatest fucking managers alive.
Well, he must have like at least three fucking contracts sliding across his desk now for other clubs or something.
100%, and every single one of them is for a club better than Newcastle. Bigger than Newcastle. Every single one of them. Like, he is not a manager who had any... The thing is, so he managed Liverpool a few years back, and like 10 years ago, I think. And Liverpool won the Champions League. Liverpool just won the Champions League this year as well. So he... But the thing is, Liverpool haven't won the Premier League. Because the Premier League was made in 1991. And before that, it was the first division. It used to be that the Football League, like the EFL, the English Football League, had like 3 or 4 divisions. And then the FA, the Football Association. So I know, so every country has an FA.
Yes, so we went through why England's FA is just the FA.
Yeah. But the thing is, the FA so the Football Association and the Football League are different groups, and they both hate each other because they both want all the power. So the FA decided to basically make a coup and got all the clubs that were in the top division of the Football League to make a breakaway league. And with that breakaway league, they could give their own television rights separately and make more money, essentially. So, and that's why the Premier League is like a separate entity. And it's just like it's just the Premier League. Whereas all the other leagues is like, in like France, it's Ligue 1, Ligue 2, Ligue 3, and
You're League 3.
Fuck up. In Italy, it's Serie A, Serie B, Serie whatever.
Did you say hairy ass? Like, I'm not sure. Okay, cool.
No, like Series A, like Serie A, Serie B, and then Serie C. I don't know. It's just how to pronounce them. I'm not fucking Italian. I'm not gonna try and put on a fucking accent. Like, but yeah. So Liverpool won a ton of league titles before the Premier League was made, but they haven't won it in the Premier League. So that's what they want to win. So even though they won the Champions League, it's not really this big of a thing. But anyway, yeah, Rafa's loved it, and Liverpool is a way bigger team than Newcastle, right? He's managed like Valencia. He managed Real fucking Madrid. And yeah, now we can basically just have his pick. Oh, we let him go, and we let him go for nothing. Like, it's like, you know. Oh, I can't even think of a fucking comparison. I can't believe. You know what? I had to go into town today because I went to I had to give my passport to a friend, and
that sounds dodgy, but okay.
Yeah, he's not legal. He's 17, so and he has the unfortunate problem of having a passing resemblance to me. So yeah, I'll give him my passport sometimes when he goes out.
How about you tell him to just grow the fuck up, forehead?
Well, he'll give me like a tenner or something, so you know, like, I don't care. See, I see. The thing is, like I can part. Like, I don't really get ID'd anymore, so I don't really need it. And
yeah, but you're just giving someone your fucking passport. But...
Yeah, like trust me, I had a lot of reservations at first, but I've done this like 6 or 7 times with them now.
The way to go is you take the tenner and then you just buy like shit from the bottle store.
No, because he's going out with his friend.
Well, tell his friends to have a house party.
Oh, it's done. It's whatever. It's over. All right, it's happened. All right. So, anyway, yeah. So I was in town.
Remember, kids, don't give your identification to strangers.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that. Right, but
don't be like this fuckhead.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There was like an anime con in town. And I went.
In town or in Portsmouth town?
Oh, in town today. In town,
okay.
Like 6 hours ago. And like tickets on the door were just $5. So I went in, saw some Ritsus, got one, the one I didn't have, got a shit Neko as well, and then left.
What, like figurines or?
Yeah, figurines. Yeah, I'll post pictures of them.
Can I see them?
Yeah, sure.
And before he tells me to just scroll up in general, forehead.
Yeah, I actually scrolled up and I came to the exact post, like, by pure luck. So, look at this, man. So that's the Ritsu I got.
Okay, so I get the maid outfit, but what the fuck's with the book stand?
I have no fucking idea. But you know what's really nice is that the bottom of her apron bit from like the tide bit, that's removable, and if you remove it, she's rocking midriff. Yeah, full midriff.
I was hoping you were gonna say it's like, oh, that she's just not like wearing any underwear, but okay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if that was the case,
he would not be here. He would be keeled over on the floor in a puddle of cum.
Yeah, I have the no hot gluing rule, but that might be broken.
I'm not saying you're gonna hot glue it, but you'll just miss a lot.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying. I'm saying if that was the case.
Okay, so where's the Neko?
Is it not in that picture?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's on the second picture. It's the one on the left, back left, next to Alstolfo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the Neko. It's not that good. Neither's the other Neko, to be honest.
I'm looking at that one. I'm looking at the marching outfit. Well, I don't know. I'm just like, I know which I'd prefer. The Nendroid. Forehead.
Yeah. The Nendroids. Yeah.
You know.
I've. Oh, sorry. You go.
Because I'm looking at all the figures now. It's like, I never really mentioned it because I never really talk about K-On, but the outfits that they wore in the ending credits were always banger.
Oh yeah, hard agree. Yes. I mean, to be honest, the costume design in general was
well, I'm not going to talk about the fucking costume design because it was 90% of it was a fucking high school outfit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not design at that point. That's just off the shelf.
What's the problem?
Anyway. Wait, why is their drum set so fucking munted?
What, sorry?
Like, why is her drum set so fucking munted?
Munted?
Yeah, her snare is on a 90-degree angle, fuck, I forget what that one's called. I think it's a tom-tom. Like, the drum set is fucking disassembled.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were saying
both the hi-hat or the hi-hats and shit are all on one side. That would be very uncomfortable to play. I do not advise playing drums like this.
Yeah. Do you know why it's like that? I'll give you one guess.
I'm gonna say Misha.
Yeah, and bang on the money. Yeah. So I've put that Ritsu because that's what her and the one in front of it, that like the mega Ritsu that seems to dwarf the others.
Yeah. What scale is that one? That's what, like 1 in 6.
That's one. Yeah. The other ones are 1 in 8, so she might be 1/7, either 1/6 or 1/7.
I don't know.
But yeah, so those two were the ones I imported from Japan. Now the one in front is just single piece, so like Misha can't really fuck that one up. Misha is my cat, by the way. But you can see the one in the back's many delicate parts, and none of that is bolted on. There's no slots or whatever to put that on the base. It's just like a flat base. So I've put that in the highest place possible, and still she'll jump up there and like knock it over.
Does she like rub on it or?
No, I think I've put it in a place enough where she can't really stay there for long, or she just doesn't like to. But yeah, every month or something, when I go past it, I have to put Ritsu back up.
Oh,
but yeah, that the drum that's on like the, what do you call it? That's on the bottom. That actually she snapped that off, so that can't be reattached on. So that is broken. And so the others, I've tried to just put them as close together as possible, so it's harder for it to grab onto one and take it off. I've been debating on just putting it in like a cupboard drawer, which I probably should do. I probably should have done that a long time ago, but I like seeing it. Yeah, so at the con, because my local anime shop had like the biggest store there, so I went there and I was talking to the guy, and
how do I get my cat to stop fucking my figurines before I do?
So I've placed in a pre-order for a Yotsuba Nendoroid. That's coming out in a few months. And then a Megumin came in. And, I obviously want that.
Have you considered a glass cabinet?
Well, I mean, yeah, but like, where would I put it?
Exactly where this shelf currently is.
Yeah, but it's not my shelf, it's my mum's shelf.
Yeah, well, your mum's not there.
Yeah. Probably. That's a good idea. You know what, actually, I'll open up Notepad. I'll write that down.
Today on Moon having brilliant ideas that are blatantly fucking obvious.
Shut the fuck up. Right, you made me lose my train of thought. What was I talking about?
How your cat keeps fucking... Oh, you brought Megumin and Yotsuba.
Yeah, so I have a pre-order for Yotsuba, and 3 Megumins came in, and all 3 were snagged up. But there's this guy who ordered the 3rd Megumin, and apparently he has a reputation of always pulling out at the last minute. So if he pulls out, I'm swooping in. I was talking with the guy, so I've got first refusal.
You know what you need to do?
What do I need to do?
You need to go to this 3rd guy's house and slash his tires.
Right.
So that he can't afford the figurine because he needs to go buy new tires.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I'll ask him for his address.
See, this is why you keep me around.
So many good ideas.
I know.
Man. Why aren't you in like the government or something? You know, you could really.
Because my government sucks and I don't agree with their decisions.
Good point. But yeah, so hopefully I should be getting those. I'm just praying this guy fucks up and doesn't take it. Oh yeah, also Nedoroids are fucking expensive.
They are.
But even worse is that there's like, okay, so the store I go to is normally for normal figurines, for what I would consider like low and mid tier figurines, the prices are always better than like online. But for high tier figurines and Nendoroids, the markup, like there is a mark. So there was a Yui Nendoroid from K-On, and she was like £48, and this is like pre-100. Like the Nendoroids now are in like 900 or 1,000. So this is like quite an old Nendoroid, and it's like £48, and you can buy them on Amazon new for like 25. Like I bought my Ritsu for like 27, and she was like the most expensive of the K-On, and all of them were there.
Pretty fucking. I think they're like $70 here.
Yeah, it's a really fucking good price. Online.
I mean online as well, because I mean, what fucking conventions am I going to go to?
Yeah, I mean, just check Amazon. Just because it's from Japan.
We don't get Amazon here. Amazon doesn't ship to New Zealand.
I thought that changed.
No. It started in Australia. It has there.
That must have been what I saw. Oh, shit.
And again, I haven't checked in a while, so.
I'm sure I heard something. But anyway, well, whatever. But yeah, so. Yeah, the prices online, like the Astolfo was always like £60-70 if it's ever in store, and it's not. But yeah, online I was able to get it for like. Did I tell you? Yeah, nothing will hide the shame of asking 2 people in Japan, 2 actual people, about the Astolfo Nendoroid. But yeah, I was able to get that online for like 45, 50. But yeah, so this Megumin's like 56 or something, and I'm like, oh, but Megumin's always sold out, so I guess I just have to pay the toll.
Yep. And on the topic of figurines, I think my other Suomi's coming next month.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So what's this one?
This one is her fucking beach skin. And it's like it's a tiny one, it's like 1 in 12. So it's basically just like an Nendoroid that isn't an Nendoroid. Hang on.
Yeah, so send it over, boss.
But yeah, this was like 40-50 bucks. So like this is legit cheaper than an Android.
Yeah, it's good smile shop, so. Oh, that's not too bad. They're not show any. Yeah, they don't show anything with the scale though, do they?
No, but it does say 1 in 12.
Yeah. It'll be tiny. Oh, I know. What G41? Well, the Sleepy German.
That's
What?
G11. G41
Oh,
is the Komodo Mimi lolly fuck nugget.
Yeah. She's getting an Android, I think.
Yeah, I think all of 404 Squad will eventually.
No.
And then I don't really care.
Oh yeah. I'm looking at 460 now.
Because there's Springfield already, and 416's coming out.
Yeah.
And then who knows what the fuck else they're going to announce at AX in like a week. I think it's in a week. Like all the Q&As that have been going on for the month of July. It's like every question is like, okay, what's coming out in like AX? Like what merchandise are you revealing to the global market?
Yeah.
Because they released some dumb shit in China. Like I think they released like legit washboards of UMP45 and AR15.
Yeah, but people will buy it. I've bought some dumb shit.
I mean, some of it was nice. Like there was a Y2000 and a G&K keyboard. Actually, I think I still have the keynotes from the
Wait, how has to be mechanical though, right?
Yeah.
It's gotta be fucking Razer branded, you know, or Corsair or whatever.
Something Chinese. The Zhao Liang company. I don't know. Oh right, there was fucking Suomi bath towels. Hang on, I'll
And you didn't buy it?
Well, I haven't seen it revealed yet. Hang on, where's the... If you skip to the end of this, it shows all the merchandise.
Alright. Part 1 history lesson.
Yeah, this was like all the basic breakdown of the fucking 3-year anniversary like stream or whatever the fuck that they had in China.
Yeah. Huh.
So yeah.
Oh yeah, that the eye thing covers your face to sleep. Yeah. The mask.
Oh no shit.
I was forgetting the word. Okay.
So you got yeah, bath towel jigsaw puzzles of Suomi, a UMP45 seat cushion, UMP45 like eye mask, some fucking band-aids.
Yeah.
45 keychain, a flat folder, a literal washboard, whatever the fuck those are, cushions.
Oh shit, the keyboards are fucking Cherry MX switches. Oh. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, they're all cherries.
I mean, it looks baller, but wait, no. The Y2K one does have the numpad.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd switch out though because I like the one I have at the moment. It's got like volume controls and shit.
See, right, for me, Misha destroyed my good keyboard. So I'm still using a non-mechanical.
Dude, just put your keyboard in a glass cabinet forehead.
But yeah, so I am actually on the lookout for a replacement keyboard, like a another mechanical one. So Let me just bookmark this. I don't. Well, it depends on its accessibility over here.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we'll see what AX holds for us.
Aye.
Because if there's anything for like the Western market, it's going to be there.
I think the stupidest thing I bought was a Neko plane ticket holder. Like, hold on, actually, let me see if I can find it and take pictures, because I just can't. I mean, that's the best description I can give. It should just be in the next room, so give me like 30 seconds, alright?
Oh my god. 30 seconds, my ass.
I actually am gutted, I can't find it.
Oh my god.
But, yeah, it was basically like a bifold pink, yeah, just like a ticket holder. So yeah, you'd open it, and like, it was really thin, and yeah,
so it's a really shit Neko wallet.
Yeah, but no, but it's not a wallet. I mean,
do you get a Neko wallet?
Sorry?
Do you think you could actually get a Neko wallet?
Oh, 100%. I think I saw some, but.
Or worst case scenario, just get a wallet and like stitch a Neko onto it.
Aye, but like this one. See, I only bought it because on the front it had like Neko in like a pilot's outfit, and like jumping away. It was really cute, and it was also like really cheap. It was like the equivalent of like 50p or something, like a quid, less than a quid. So I was like, all right, why don't I? Because it's literally just like, you know, a sheet of laminated paper folded. But yeah, I got no use out of. It is somewhat. But what I did find was, have you seen the Studio Ghibli film?
No.
Ghibli? I always say Ghibli, but wait, have you just not seen any of them?
No. I've somewhat made the conscious effort to avoid all of them. Because I fear for my life if I have the wrong opinions.
You love being a contrarian, though.
Yeah, but I like to be a contrarian that's alive.
They are like, oh, right.
It's.
But have you?
My preconception that it's all art, and I want nothing to do with art.
What? That is such a shit take.
Yeah, but it's my take, so suck my dick.
You can say that about anything, though. Like, whatever, right? Well, there's one of the very early films is Grave of the Fireflies. It's one of the ones that wasn't done by Miyazaki. And it's about a kid who survives the atomic bombing of, I think it's Hiroshima. And yeah, it's a, you know, totally not a gut-wrenching, awful film. I mean, it's a great film, but like very emotional. But yeah, there's some sweets or candy or whatever you want to call it that the kid gets. And in these, it's actually fairly well known. Super Potato, which is a store, like a retro video game store in Akihabara, and it's like really well known. Like when I was in, like 70-80% of the people there like were not Japanese, and it's actually caused a crisis because foreigners keep coming over and buying secondhand Japanese games and then taking them abroad, it's actually destroying the Japanese
oh yeah, I actually have heard of this place before.
Yeah, it's like any video or whatever about like Akihabara or video games in Japan and whatever. It'll mention this place. So I obviously went because I knew about it. I went twice actually, and yeah, it was really good for getting souvenirs. So I bought like what did I buy? I bought Pokemon Green for my brother. No, but what's the one you can't get outside of Japan?
I don't fucking know.
It is green, yeah, because it was Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green, and then when it came, so it's like the original like Game Boy, and when it came to like North America, it was blue. They changed it like red and blue. So green is the Japan exclusive one. So I got one of them for him. I got Pokemon Gold from. This isn't important, but anyway, while I was there, I got. I saw the sweets in the carton. So I do have them. I was going to eat them on stream, but considering you know nothing of the film, doesn't really matter. So that's spoiled. Doesn't want anything to do with art. What the? What? That makes no sense on so many different levels. All films are art.
You know what I mean when I say art, though, don't you?
Not particularly.
Pretentious wank.
It's not pretentious just because it may have a message. And not all of the films do have a particularly strong message. I mean, is Schindler's List pretentious?
Yes, because it has Jews.
I don't know what I expected.
I've actually never watched Schindler's List either.
Really? Oh my fucking hell.
That isn't even a conscious effort though. I don't think I've ever been in a situation where it's like, hey, do you want to watch Schindler's List? And I've been like, no. It's just never come up.
I mean, it's a good watch. It's a good one.
I'll take your word on it.
Yeah, it's a really fucking upbeat, heartwarming watch as well. So, you know, if you're feeling down and you just want some easy watching, just put on Schindler's List and it'll all be sorted. But yeah. So,
I guess what I'm trying to say is, Ghibli has a reputation of falling into that sort of technical masterpiece realm of things. Like that's the vibe I get from the reputation of them. Where it's supposed to be good because it's a film for creators or something like that. Like if you know about animation, it's good to you because I mean, like,
yeah. I get what you're saying.
Sort of like how fucking Redline is so gushed about. Don't get me wrong,
yeah.
Redline's a fucking good film.
yeah. Like that or Akira. Like, yeah. But I mean, they're beautiful films, but I mean, maybe I just can't appreciate them in that sense. But no, I don't think of them as like. I mean, yeah, they look great, but yeah, I don't think of them like, you know, groundbreaking. Like to me, Akira. Sorry, I should stop saying it in the pretentious way. Akira. Akira is like, you know, groundbreaking. But I mean, I'm totally just showing my ignorance here, so I should
I think
best
we both
move on.
are. So,
but like, so my favorite Ghibli film is Mononoke Hime, Princess Mononoke. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing the pretentious thing. I'm sorry, but
I think I've heard of that one before.
Yeah, it's one. It's one of. I think it was the best performing one before Spirited Away, which is obviously like the highest grossing anime film of like all time. And when you were saying pretentious and all that, like, I can kind of get it for that film because it definitely has a very big environmentalist, man is destroying the world sort of message in it. I still think it's a superb film, but I can understand why you might think. But some of film like Spirited Away is just kind of a story of a girl's innocence, and yeah, like I don't really think like I like I can't remember the Japanese name, but Porco Rosso, the one where it's all like 1920s, 30s, Italy, seaplanes and dogfights and all that. And I can't really think of any pretentiousness in that. I guess apart from setting a film in a pseudo 20s, 30s,
wish we could turn back
seaplane
time.
thing with the main character being a pig. But yeah.
A pig Italian at that.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, you should.
I
should definitely give them a watch. You've got to.
I'm in too deep now. I can't not.
I watched Titanic. Okay, I made that sacrifice. I promised I would never watch it, and I ended up watching it, and it was okay.
I don't think
nothing better than
I watched Titanic when I was really fucking young.
Well, yeah, no, but that's why I'm paralleling the situation. Is I'd made it my whole life without watching Titanic. When everyone rants and raves on about it.
Do people though? Like,
well, yeah, it's like it's one of those films that like everyone's seen.
I don't know. At this point, I don't think anyone talks about enjoying Titanic so much as just how much of a moneymaker it fucking was.
Yeah, but like everyone's seen it. That's what I mean. Everyone's seen it. Like, so what I'm saying is, just watch like one film, 2 films, 3 films. Like,
how many are there? as you pull up the counting.
Well, right. So the problem here is, what do you consider a Ghibli film?
That may sound like a really Studio Ghibli.
Yeah. I was gonna say that may sound like a really stupid question, and it is, but a lot of people get the thing mixed up between a Ghibli film
and a Miyazaki film.
Yeah, a Miyazaki film. And yeah, Miyazaki's done like 60-70% of them, but he hasn't done all of them. So Grave of the Fireflies, which is an early one, wasn't a Miyazaki one. So, and yeah, there is definitely the cult of Miyazaki. Like, who's that video game? The guy who did Metal Gear Solid.
Kojima?
Yeah, like there's definitely a cult about him. I think there's a cult about Miyazaki in the same way, where just people will like follow him. I think for Ghibli films as well is that it's got the benefit of, it's not, in a weird way, it's not really considered anime. In the like virtually everyone's seen like Ghibli films who wouldn't normally watch anime and things, so it's a lot more mainstream.
Well, isn't it because it was also half listening to people talk about it. Wasn't it like licensed by Disney and shit?
Yeah,
that's probably a pretty
so.
Big contributor to it in the West.
Oh, yeah, massively. But yeah, so it's got a far bigger cultural impact than most other things, just because it was available and accessible. But yeah, like I don't feel a huge. I feel weird to like batting for them because I don't have a huge attachment. I just think that yeah, they're good films, but like my favorite animated, Japanese film isn't a Ghibli film.
It's K-On! The movie.
No, OVAs don't count, right?
OVAs that wasn't an OVA. That was a film.
Yeah, but it's like, can I actually make a deep confession here?
You haven't watched it.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the movie.
Really?
I know. See, and I know it's set in the UK. I know it's a trip to London, so like I should be really like. But yeah, I actually haven't seen it.
Wait, is it? I thought they went to America.
No, well, I mean, again, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But they definitely go to London.
Both. Yeah, I do remember them being in London because there's an entire fucking song about it.
Yeah, they may go to, like, I remember stunting on somebody, on the K-On! Discord server when he was kind of bragging. Oh no, because I said, because we're both British, and he lives in Camden, which is where a lot of the scenes were taken. And I was like, oh yeah, look, I just got back from a real, the K-On! School in Toyosato, and he was like, oh, I like, did you go to Camden? Because that's what he thought I'd went to, and he was kind of bragging a bit, like he lives there or whatever. I was like, oh no, I went to the real school in Japan, and posted my pictures, and he was like, okay, that's a bit. I didn't know it was a real place. Yeah.
Wait, did he not know it was a real place?
Yeah. I mean, this is me being petty as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah. That was. Well, yeah. I mean, he was stunting on me. He's like, I live in Camden. Look at all these scenes from the film.
I got a frame. Yeah, well, I got an entire fucking season. Get off my dick.
2 seasons, yeah. But yeah, so I don't count. So fuck it. If we're gonna do this, I may as well say favorite film is.
You cut out. You cut out there. Like the moment you started to say the name.
Akira.
Okay.
But my second favorite, and it's very close, but recency bias is a big thing here, would be Kimi no Nawa. Your Name. Which is like, I mean, that's a really, I feel like it's a really basic bitch answer because it's the second highest grossing anime film. It's like people who say Shawshank Redemption is their favorite film. It's an amazing film, but it's like, it's kind of cheap to say that when it's like universally considered as, one of the best films of all time, or Citizen Kane or something. It's just like, but it is my favorite film.
Well, if we're gonna go my favorite, well, yeah. we'll say anime film, not animated.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Girls on Panzer the movie. Like, just looking at my anime list, it's like, okay, what is a film and what is ranked 10 out of 10? Oh, Girls on Panzer the movie. Favorite movie overall?
Oh, I wasn't really going into that.
But yeah, but hey, I'm thinking of it now. It's like probably Bicentennial Man.
I haven't seen it.
It's a story about Robin Williams in the future of 2005, where we get like house robots and shit, and
I can't tell if you're being ironic or not.
No, the film was made like 1999 or something, and like in the year 2005 we're gonna have like house robots and shit.
I was gonna say, yeah, the deep far future of 2005 from 1999.
Yeah, so we have like robots and shit, and Robin Williams plays the robot, and he's defective in the sense that he has interest and shit. So it's a like a 3-hour film about becoming human. Quite literally, he spends the next 200 years developing synthetic organs and shit to implant into himself and to others.
I've never heard of this. It feels like something I should have heard of.
It's actually not that popular.
Well, yeah, clearly why I've never heard of it, but still, like,
yeah, it's a pretty good film. I enjoyed it a lot.
Bicentennial. Okay, I'll make a note of that too.
Like, it's one of the I normally don't rewatch shit. It's one of the few films I've watched more than once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of my favorite film. Ooh. Right, I've really stitched myself up here.
Yeah.
Because I was just clowning on.
So this is the part where you say Shawshank, isn't it?
I really do love the Shawshank Redemption.
It's a good film. Like,
it is.
It's an okay answer.
I went through a long phase of Pulp Fiction.
I mean, I'll accept that as an answer too.
Like, I'd say that has, like, the issue with favorite is that it's so subjective to the times and so many features. Like, I don't think you could really give a proper answer, like, especially on something like here where it's like, you know, it's on the record now.
Are you trying to tell me that Linkin Park is not like the best band ever?
No, I would never say that, right? You should know, I would never say that. But at the same time, I'd say the film that I would have considered my favorite for the longest amount of time probably would have been Pulp Fiction. It's not my favorite now, but I still really like the film.
That's a pretty good fucking film.
Yeah.
Don't know if it's worth $5, but
yeah, just pirate it.
That was a reference to Pulp Fiction.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I am such a fucking. Do you know, right? The cultural significance of that joke has definitely been lost on me, because with both inflation and milkshakes generally just being more expensive over here than over there, like, yeah, a milkshake costs like the equivalent of like £6 or £7 normally for a good milkshake at like a bar or something. So
I don't think I've ever gotten a milkshake at a bar or anything. Usually it's just like I'll go to the corner store and get a caramel milkshake for like $3. More like $4.
You know what I mean? Like a milkshake bar, not like a normal bar, right?
Yeah. Well, even though we don't like, there's not very many places dedicated. They're like, we have a couple of ice cream shops, but if I go to an ice cream shop, I'm getting a fucking ice cream.
Yeah.
Besides, it's winter. It's too cold for that shit.
Yeah. There's like one or two, and like I normally get ones from Five Guys now, just because they do it. But yeah, there's Shakeaholic. Shakeaholic is like the dedicated store, and then bubble tea has been taken over everywhere as well.
So what is bubble tea?
It's like typically a fruit flavored drink, and it has. I don't actually know what they are, but they're like a lot of balls.
Yeah,
like flavored balls.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't actually know what they are, but it's a really weird sensation, at least to me, like drinking it, because you get a really big straw, and obviously the straw is big enough so the balls can come up, and to be like drinking like a fruit tea sort of. Oh, I mean, yeah, it is tea, but to me it's just like a fruit drink, and then feeling like balls go down your throat. And yes, I know how that sounds, but it does just feel so fucking weird. Like you're getting like machine gunned by pellets, just right into the back of your throat. And what's even worse is well, I'm saying worse like it's a bad thing, but what's even weirder is when they have different flavors. So like I remember getting one where it's like a strawberry flavored tea, but like apple flavored balls, and so they just
You know, back in my day, if we wanted to do shit like this, we got a bottle of fucking Monster and a bag of Skittles. I mean, that is half a joke, but I actually did do that once.
fuck.
It was one of
That
those
sounds.
times where we recognized addition but not really division, and like me and my friends, we brought like one of every energy drink we could find at the time. And this was back before this was at the start of like this massive boom in energy drinks coming out. Like every man and his fucking dog was making one. So there was
Yeah.
like Angel, Demon, Devil, V, Red Bull, Lift Plus, fucking Power Horse, or whatever. Like there was a fucking lot of them. We just chucked them in
Yeah.
a bottle and like, oh, this is gonna be so great. But then you realize it's like, you know, it's concentration over volume and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it isn't really that impressive, and it tasted like ass probably. But we were young; it didn't matter.
Do you know that for some reason reminded me of my brother? He would get bags of M&Ms and just have them as cereal. Just pour them in a bowl with milk.
I don't think I could do that.
Yeah,
I really
yeah,
don't like the candy coating on M&Ms.
yeah, yeah. I'm sure we've talked about this actually,
Yeah, we did
and
like
I can get.
last
It
episode
is.
because you got mad at me because we called Jaffas not what you think Jaffas are.
Let's move on.
All
Let's move on.
right, all right. So actually, because we're supposed to have a shitload of things to talk about today, and we're already
Yeah.
an hour in.
Aye, more than an hour actually.
Shit. What are we going to talk about first? Not M&Ms.
Well, we had the game thing.
Yeah. Oh,
Steve.
no, I was thinking it's like fucking Potato. Potato's got the right idea though. He does cookies as cereal.
Oh, I've tried that before.
It's good.
It's good, but it's so bad.
It's good, but you have to eat it fast because
Yeah, it gets all soggy.
yeah, it gets soggy real fucking fast. So it's like you almost have to make it on demand, like a shot glass of like cookie crumbs and milk, and then just chug. I don't know. I'm not going to think about the logistics of that in this day and age.
Aye.
Anyway, I can close that shit down because I don't want to steal Suami's ass anymore. JK, I absolutely do. Yeah. So special things happening this week. Steam is having its summer sales. So I thought it would be the fun and exciting idea if we tried to shill you games without making any sponsorship money whatsoever.
So, just to start off, like with a question, are we specifically talking about? Are we doing this on a game to value basis? Like, oh, this is so much off, so you should get it, or is it just a general games we recommend and oh, it may be cheaper in the sale, so maybe pick it up.
I mean, I used the term hidden gems,
Right.
but at the same time, that's like I ended up coming up with like, hang on, if I look at my piece of paper here, like 8 answers. I told him to come with like 1 or 3, like 1 to 3. I ended up with 8. Yeah. And it's like, then some of them I don't think would qualify for this like arbitrary hidden gems. So it's not like
Yeah.
like I don't want you to say, hey look, Total War 3 Kingdoms is 20% off.
Yeah. Well, okay, so that was the thing. So I tried to keep to what you said, and I could only come up with 2. But 2 games that are discounted 50% or more, and I would say are quite hidden gem, right? Quite hidden gemmy. But would you like to get us started?
No, because I'm probably going to be a while. I'll probably
Okay.
I'll talk about some more, like some hidden gems more than others, but I'll probably mention everything on my list.
Right. Okay. So, but I'll kick us off then. So, the first game is one that I love. I adore.
Oh, can I guess what this is?
Okay, sure.
Super Hexagon.
No, but it
That
is
is
like 50%
that is
off.
yeah.
So yeah, go for that, right? So, I don't know. Oh, I don't know if that's hidden gemmy because like a lot of people have it. But yeah, so this game I love. I love it so much, and I've actually never bought it. I've never.
Oh, so,
I have paid. I have paid for this game.
I swear to God, if this is Skyrim.
It's not. I have paid for this game, but I've never bought it. So originally I pirated this because that's what I do. It's like a trial, and then I had Origin access for a bit, which like gives you, I mean, basically access to all EA games, and then a bunch of games have got the licenses to as well, like the rights to. So it's like £15. It's a bit too expensive, but I had it to play the new FIFA and whatever for a month, and then I got rid of it. So that was what I mean by I paid for the right to play.
Get to the fucking point.
Right. Well, I'm getting here because I haven't bought this game, and I like it so much. I am buying it right now, purchase for myself, and I'm going through the motions. It is Shadow Tactics: Blade of the Shogun.
Alright, I'm gonna have to go look this up.
I played it on Steam. Sorry, on stream, actually. So, I don't know. I know Sleepy was there. I don't know if you were there. But I did play it. I've been meaning to stream it again because I adore this game so fucking much. It is... Oh, I'm not hugely, like, normally into stealth games, but I think it just ticks all the right boxes. There's the weeb itch, you know, it's Sengoku period Japan, so you know that's done.
Well, it says Edo period, so get fucked.
Yes. I mean, it depends on what you define as when Sengoku period ends. The Tokugawa period immediately after. But I'm going to try and defend myself here and say, actually, Tokugawa Ieyasu was Sengoku period fighting. So, yeah, I'm still right.
I actually have no idea about this shit.
Sengoku was like 14th, 15th century. And then Edo period was after that, up until the Americans fucking sailed up and just yeeted them and was like, okay, stop being isolated. If you've seen the Bill Wirtz video, it's the, you know, stop having the country be closed. That bit. So until Japan...
Is that the video the guy who does like the history of everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good videos.
It is. It is a good video. But yeah, open the country. Stop having it be closed. That one. So yeah, like but the Sengoku period was the Warring States period.
Yeah, like I know what they are kind of, but beyond like anything beyond that is just.
Yeah, I mean it is. I mean, again, they kind of merged together. So I'm standing by that it's basically the same. It's basically the same. So fuck off. And Sengoku period's cooler anyway. But yeah, okay. So Weeb Itch is scratched. You play as like 5 different characters over it, but you'll control like 2 or 3 a mission. It's a stealth game, but you're controlling. It's like an RTS, you know, like overhead camera.
Yeah,
you have abilities. It's a difficult game, and normally I'm a little bitch boy and don't really like difficult games too much, and kind of like You know, I'll play things on normal difficulty. Normal is good for me. I don't want to play on easy because I won't feel like I'm getting the true enjoyment. But I won't really seek anything harder than like normal. Unless it's.
I mean, I do consider normal to be like intended difficulty.
Yeah.
Because like the amount of games I play is like if you go above that, that's when they just start like artificially buffing shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, for me, it's not even that. It's just like I want to enjoy the game, and I enjoy the game when I'm able to do it. But even then, like Shadow Tactics is quite difficult, and because it's a genre I don't normally play, there's been times where I've spent like an hour or two on a mission just kind of brute forcing it. But I love it anyway because it's an amazing game.
Wait, so is it actually real time or is it like turn-based tactics like?
No, it's real time. It's real time.
So it's gonna be more like Fallout Tactics, which I fucking hate.
Yeah, sort of.
Have you actually played Fallout Tactics?
I have actually, yes.
Damn.
I went through a really for a long time in my life, RTS was my favorite. Well, my first ever PC game was Stronghold. I don't know if you've heard of it.
I've heard of it. Yes, I think I've played it like once or twice in my life at a friend's house.
Aye. So like
I sucked at it.
For me, RTS games, that was what I would have said would have been my favorite genre for a very long time. So, like, I used to play a lot on, and you know, I liked RPGs as well. And when I heard that there was a Fallout game that was also an RTS, even though I mean, wasn't very good in my opinion, but
yeah, I mean, I considered it more of a it was just like more turn-based RPG, but on methamphetamine.
Yeah. But yeah, but the thing is that as long as you don't fuck up, you know, guys just do their regular patrols and whatever, so it's not, I never feel like you're super. The only time urgency I face is at the end of the level. Will tell you how quickly you did it, and it'll give you like a rating. And so I typically get quite bad ratings because I'm way too cautious, way too careful, and also not very good. So, yeah, 66% off. The great thing about this game also is there's like no DLC. The game is full when you get it. They updated it to patch the bugs, and that's it, you know? So when you pay for it, you're getting everything. Yeah. Like, really good developers. You should encourage them to make games like this. And, yeah, for £12, $11.89, it's 100% worth your money.
It's like $16
Yes.
and probably like $12 US land or whatever the fuck.
So do you want to start, or should I say my other game?
Say your other game.
So my other game is a game called Kingdom Rush. And I'll just straight up say it, it's a, oh my god, I forgot the name for the genre. Tower defense. It's a tower defense game. And in my opinion, it's the greatest tower defense game of all time.
You mean it's the best? But that's not Bloons Tower Defense, what the fuck?
It's not Bloons Tower Defense. I have Bloons Tower Defense as well, and I've played it. I've played all of them many times. But if I want to play a tower defense game, and I can only play one for some reason, I will play Kingdom Rush. It is a beautiful, challenging, good RTS. RTS? Not an RTS. Tower defense game. There's 3 of them on Steam. You've got Kingdom Rush Frontiers, and Kingdom Rush Origins. The only one I've played fully to full completion. I don't normally play games to like 100% everything. But Kingdom Rush is one of the few ones I did. But so I haven't finished Kingdom Rush Frontiers, and I don't even have Kingdom Rush Origins. But what I would say is there's a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna make this comparison without ever playing the game, but purely from what I've heard, it's a little bit maybe Dark Souls 2-y, where the difficulty is kind of artificially made super difficult for kind of no reason. You can tell me if that comparison is.
Well, I mean, when I usually say that shit about Dark Souls 2, it was a matter of that B Team totally got the reason people like Dark Souls wrong.
Yeah,
like that they really fell for the everyone likes it because it's a hard game meme. So like, oh, people want more of that, and it just turned out to be shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would just say it's a bit. I'd say it's kind of too difficult for difficulty's sake. Where Kingdom Rush is difficult, but I would say it's like a good difficult. You can do it. There's going to be a lot of close calls, and when you're trying to get those final, those final not stars, the flag and the wings for each level, it's going to be very difficult on a lot of them. But you can do it on Frontiers. I haven't finished, and I would say Frontiers is maybe slightly more difficult. But from what I've heard and from what I've seen of Origins, it just seems like way too difficult. Like, it's just really difficult I don't know why. So I would still say pick up Origins and maybe pick up Frontiers and maybe pick up Origins if you're into that. But Kingdom Rush, the first game, is amazing. Also, if you actually want to try before you buy, Kingdom Rush and Kingdom Rush Frontiers were originally Flash games, kind of like Bloons Tower Defense. So you can play it just right now for free.
We will say that Kingdom Rush and Kingdom Rush Frontiers are 30% off, and Kingdom Rush Origins is 25% off, being the most expensive.
Yeah. But like Kingdom, it's like £7. So I did check, so it's like £5, £4 now. For Kingdom Rush and Kingdom Rush Frontiers. And obviously that's definitely it's worth it full price, because like shit on the tower defense genre, but I would say you're getting essentially the best games and the best game of the genre. It's full, it's fully HD. The problem with the Flash game is it's not full HD, whatever. It is in Steam, which is amazing. Oh, and you also get all the special edition content and things like that, standard. There's no DLC or anything. So there's a good post game as well. And there's plenty of replayability and challenge.
All right.
Yeah.
That's all of it. On to the next topic. No. All right. So yeah, I've got 8 things on my shit to talk about list for this, and hang on, put that there. So first one, not really a hidden gem. I can't recommend it with a straight face, but Nekopara is 50% off. So fucking hell, I need to get these links working right, because I'm just posting all like the shit. So yeah. Nekopara is 50% off. Get on that shit, guys. Also, the DLCs are all like discounted as fuck. So, like, Volume 1.
Nekopara has the lewd things.
Yeah, like the H patches are, well, Volume 1 is 60% off. The art packs kind of discounted as.
Wait, how much are they normally?
Well, Volume 1 is apparently like $12 dues. So like what? Probably like $10 US or something, I don't know.
For the H patch?
No, for like the game itself. The H patch is another $12 or dollary dues. It's like $5 now.
I'm looking now.
I honestly don't know, like, because like the Steam store's all fucked with conversion rates. Like, we're usually 20% cheaper than the United States as is, so it's not like I can just currency convert it.
Yeah.
I know I could probably look on like SteamDB, but fuck that.
I'm going through and buying them all now.
So yeah, that's Nekopara. Guys, get on that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more. Say no more. On the same token of trash that is discounted, all the Hyperdimension Neptunia games are on sale.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Hang on. Because there's
I've
a lot.
only played Mega Dimension, but
yeah,
I
I know.
did
Because you fucked up like that. Hang on. The great thing is that they have moved a whole bunch of they've made looking at franchises so much easier now.
Yeah.
Because I can just go to like the publishers list and shit. So, like, brief rundown. If anyone who's watched last episode where we talked about visual novels?
Either that or the one before. Yeah.
Anyway, anyone who remembers me talking about Monster Girl Quest and how I cannot say anything good about this game, but holy shit, it's good. Hyperdimension Neptunia as the series kind of falls into that same category where there's a lot of fucking things wrong with it, but it's just it's like junk food. Yeah. It's trash, but you're happy while you eat it. So just run quick rundown on the shit. Super Neptunia RPG just came out. Don't expect a discount on that. Neptunia Shooter was apparently a piss take that they made into an actual game. It's like $5 because it's like a pixel art game. Cyber Dimension Neptunia 4 Goddesses Online, legitimately fucking good game. It's like one of the best spin-off games that they've ever made, and it's 70% off. I unironically recommend this one. Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1 is Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1. Like, if you wanted to figure out if you actually want to play the series or not, I would say start there.
Which one is that?
Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1. Like, literally the first game.
Okay.
Mega Dimension Neptunia 7. It's like the fourth one. Rebirth 2. I'm going to skip over VR because it's basically Mega Dimensions but with VR compatibility. And like some art direction changes.
Rebirth. How can you even play that in VR?
They added like one of those like fan service things where you like sit in a room and she like pats your head and shit, whatever the fuck. So yeah. Rebirth 3, and then we got all the spin-off games. The only one of these I've played is Neptunia U Action Unleashed, which is basically just a hack and slash beat the shit out of like mobs. It's cathartic, I'd say. Mega Dimensions Blank and Neptune versus Zombies is apparently Action Unleashed but better. Super Dimensions Neptunia versus Sega Hard Girls. I know nothing about this game. And Hyper Devotion Noir is a fucking turn-based like grid. What the fuck are you eating?
No, keep talking.
I can't. No, seriously, what the fuck are you eating? It sounds like toast, but I don't want to believe that you've managed to obtain toast in this time.
No. Nerds.
Really?
Yeah, what you heard was me like pouring the bar.
Oh, it's the packet, not you like crunching on fucking nerds.
Okay. I tried to be quiet. I was just,
Yeah.
I thought, you know what, I'm not going to mute my mic because, I'll just have a quiet little thing while you're talking.
And
And you draw attention to it.
And Hyper Devotion Black Goddess Blackout, just a turn-based grid fucking strategy thing. I haven't played it, but it's like $3 here. So that's Nep. Fucking get on it. I don't know which one I want to talk about next. I'd say, I don't know, Life is Strange, actually. Not really a I mean, it's not exactly a hidden gem. A lot of people know about it, but I think a lot of people actually fucking came to the conclusion that it was just like Tumblr bullshit, which is a really, really... you hear people talk about reading a book by its cover.
Yeah.
That is probably the worst way you could ever read Life is Strange, by the cover.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know anything about the game, so...
Well, a lot of people looked at it and went, hey, look, there's a girl in this, she's the main character-ish, and she has her hair dyed blue. Hang on. The moment I actually... Why is it just telling me about Life is Strange 2? I don't want to talk about fucking Life is Strange 2 because I haven't played it. Fuck, scrolling up. Where are you? There you are. Store page. Fuck, I'm on the ball today.
You're more on the ball than me, mate. No.
So, Life is Strange, it's like 85% off. First episode is literally free, so if you want to try it, you can. But it's story rich, choices matter, great soundtrack is the thing. It's basically a TV show, an interactive TV show, we'll call it that. Kind of reminiscent to me of all those like early 2000s drama shows like Dawson's Creek and shit. That's how I've always described it. But yeah, a lot of people kind of... What?
No character.
No, go.
Continue. I was gonna make the worst fucking segue ever, dude. You don't want it. Just continue.
Try it.
I was gonna ask, do you remember those like DVD games, like quiz shows and shit?
Yes.
And you play them on the controller, and they were like interactive, but like they were all shit and like interactive, like just universally awful.
Yeah, all like the animated movies came with them and some shit.
Yeah. That was it. I just you bringing up like old like Dawson. Yeah,
I mean, like one of the ones I distinctly remember was Final Destination 3 actually had that.
I've never seen any of the Final Destination films.
Well, the third one, like the DVD version of it, had an interactive mode where you'd just like, throughout the movie, random choices would happen, and you could technically save some of the characters.
Oh shit! That's actually really cool.
That like it has no bearing on the plot, but they just don't die. And then there's like some random ones, like choices. Like, one of the ones I always remember mostly because there was girls naked in the scene. Is like you can choose to whether or not the thermostat goes to one high temperature or a really, really fucking high temperature.
Right.
And it just changes how they die. They still die naked in a tanning bed, but yeah.
It just depends how red they are, really. Like...
Oh no, I think if you choose like the really hot option, they kind of realize it's hot earlier, and so they get out. Like one of them tries to get out, but then gets knocked unconscious or something. So one of them dies in a tanning bed, and one of them just like bleeds out on the floor, rather than both of them dying in a tanning bed. It's been a long time since I watched the movie, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, Life is Strange, a story about a generically generic teenage girl who finds out that she can rewind time. It's pretty good. I unironically enjoyed every minute that I spent in this game. I'm skeptical about playing the sequels, but yeah, episode.
How long?
Wait,
how
long is
long
it?
would you say it lasts? Like, how long is it?
I spent 14 hours in it. And that's over 5 episodes, and probably a bit of like lobby simming.
Right.
Because I just like open things up and walk off and go do shit. But it's legitimately good. As I said, episode 1's free. Everything else is like 85% off. So it's like $4 for the entire thing.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah. So, well, say that's my first actual recommendation. And where's my list? Other one, like, we'll say the next on my list, Risk of Rain. I would say it's not very much of a hidden gem, but it is legitimately good, and it's got a hell of a lot more traction since the sequel has started to come out. But the sequel cost money. This one's like $2. It's a 2D roguelike fucking bullet hell of just becoming overpowered as shit. It's a ton of fun. I highly recommend it. Now, for fuck's sake, these links are never working the way I want them to. So we copy that. No. Wait. Yes? No. What? Oh. It was saving, but the link URL was wrong. Sorry, I'm just leaving all these links in our podcast channel, listeners, so that I can find them later to shill you. There we go. Yeah, Risk Rent, it's $2. Just fucking buy it. You can even buy a 4-pack, like I used to. But then that all changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Like 23 of my friends own this game, and one of them wants it. Who wants it? Fuck it, he's getting this game. It's that good. This is what you get for people for not using your wish list. There you are. And now to do my traditional gift message. Niggers. Tongue. My anus. Oh, right. No, I can't send him the game. Fuck that. Remember, kids, regional price differences mean you cannot send it to a country where it costs more than you. So, fuck Steam. That's the moral of all this. Don't buy any games. Fuck Steam. Do not support them as a company. The end.
Base.
Yeah. Next game, the Talos Principle. All the OG fans out there, looking at you, Sleepy.
Oh, what? Am I not included?
Are you really a fan if you're here with me?
Yes, I'm the number one fan.
Okay, and SSG, the number one fan, have probably watched me stream the DLC to this. It's a really fucking good puzzle game. It gets the noggin jogging. It gets the cogs turning. The juice is flowing. What other sayings can we put in this?
It gets the neurons firing.
Yeah, it gets the neurons firing. It gets the grey matter jumping. I don't know. Yeah, it's very, very good. Like, people also probably watched me play fuck my ass. What was it? The Turing test, and the entire time I was like, oh, this is just a shittier version of the Talos Principle. Like, I mean, puzzles are one thing. The entire theme of it, like the story that we're trying to tell, is just the Talos Principle but shittier.
Right.
That's the other thing. The story is actually kind of good because that also gets the noggin jogging. It's a big, philosophical debate about what is human, what is humanity. A pile of miserable secrets. No, fuck off. Stop that. Why am I telling myself to stop that? But yeah, so Talos Principle, highly recommend it, and it's like $8. It's 85% off. So I can go there. And what's left? Talk about those ones, and that one. So, like, final three, these I would consider legitimate hidden gems. The last ones were either popular or, I don't know, shit. Just things that I think are good. So, first, Deep Space Waifu. You should know about this game. Or this series of games. I do know about
this game.
Yes.
I bought you most of them.
Oh, buy me most of them, but
I did.
Do we want to tell that story?
I don't even remember that story. So
okay,
sure.
So once upon a time, SHG was a horny little bastard.
I don't like where this is going.
Actually, no. Me and a bunch of other guys on Discord were talking about nostalgia faps. Things that we thought about back in the day. Like, who were the porn stars that we jerked off to and shit. And SHG apparently wasn't very familiar with all this, but he did distinctly remember one amateur blowjob video from back in 2013 when he was just a wee little lad. And he was like,
"No, was it? It wasn't a blow. Wait, it wasn't a blowjob video.
It was a blowjob video. It was a girl in a green t-shirt sucking a guy's dick.
No.
The reason
it was the ginger girl in the black shirt with the tape over her mouth, and
no,
she gets.
It was 100%.
Send me the link.
Oh fuck! Hang on. All right.
Send me the link. I think I know the video that I wanted and that you gave me. It was that one. It was the black shirt one. I've been looking for that for so long. She's in a black shirt with green writing on it. And she's facing the camera with duct tape over her mouth.
Well,
and I couldn't find it.
Did I even find it on Pornhub or was it X videos? The point is, he kind of put out a bounty on this video of, I think it's like £5. And me, being the wonderful person I am, actually fucking found it.
You did, yeah.
And apparently PayPal was giving us trouble, so I was like, okay, dude, just buy me these games on Steam.
Yeah.
And I asked him to buy me a bunch of the games from the Deep Space Waifu series that I was missing.
Yes. It was the ginger girl getting smashed from behind. I've got to find it. I must have bookmarked the link.
No, I'm literally looking in other Discords to see if I can. Hang on. Oh. Yes, it was. I do have the link now. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do with this link. Actually, I'm going to go to the porn channel and pin it because there's no way in hell that I am going to be able to put this in the video description. So everyone, if you want to know what this video is, join our Discord. Link's going to be in the description. And go to the porn channel and look at the pins.
Yeah, no joke, this video. Oh. But you couldn't find the other one I wanted. And I put an even bigger bounty on.
I don't know what that was, but
that's the only video I want more than this. But
I think it's because you gave like a really dumb fucking description. It's like, I'm not going to be able to find this.
yeah, but that's all I know, right? Because it was a really dumb video. The chick just looked oddly hot. And oh, doesn't matter. Yeah, carry on. I'm not. I'll tell you later. I'll give you another shot.
All right. So yeah, Deep Space Waifu. It's shitty, like hentai bullet hell games on Steam, and they're like $1 each. Just get on it. Pick whatever fetish you want and just play them. I, for one, am a big fan of the Neko meme. Wait, have I? No, I actually haven't played it. I don't think. No, did I play it? Oh god, I need to scroll up and check. Yes, I did play Neko meme. It's very good. I even brought all the soundtracks for this. So yeah, great series. Highly recommend it. The art's shit, but they're like $1 each. So
you get your money's worth.
Yeah. And a lot of fun. I mean, I had fun. I was actually the first episode of the podcast when I was doing the whole content shit to put as the videos. It was supposed to be one of these games, but I was running with the uncensored patch and I was going through it. I was like, if I were to censor this, it's gonna take me longer than playing the entire game all over again. So I just said fuck it and booted up Oblivion. That's how that story happened. Like, a bit of behind the scenes for Sad Bear on Guy.
I remember playing Oblivion for the first time and I couldn't get out of the opening dungeon and I just swore off the game until Skyrim came out.
Where you didn't even have a dungeon to get out of.
You know, the prison?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I couldn't get out.
Yeah, we know, you're retarded.
I just want to remind everyone, just in case they're forgetting. Yeah, so I just thought the game was shit.
So, yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, Deep Space Waifu. Soundtrack's good, and it's exactly what it says on the box. Get on it. Next game on the actual, like, hidden gems. And I do not know how in the fucking hell I'm supposed to pronounce this. Because reasons. But Recettear or Recettear. This was also a video component to hang on, which one episode was it? So if you want to see a video demonstration of this game, go watch Sad Bear on Guy podcast episode 1. That's basically just a rundown of what it is. I'm going to open up the video and mute it just to watch it myself. If not, there's an actual demo of it. It's a ton of fun. There's apparently an actual dungeon crawling aspect to it that I've never tried. But yeah, it's comfy as shit. And she's cute. Absolutely adorable. You have no business. What, to the podcast? Oh, wait, no, yes.
Yeah, on the channel.
Fuck. The moment I get these fucking links sorted. It's probably one of the most well, no, it's not the most expensive, but it's actually on your wish list.
It is. I really want this.
Yeah, it's like,
from what I saw.
Yeah, it's like $6 here, 75% off.
Yeah, 75% off, £3.24. But I've already bought more things than I should have. So.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, very cute, very comfy. and I've only apparently played 6 hours of it. And it's already recommended. There are people on the Discord who know more about this game than I do. So, if you want more questions, feel free to join the Discord. Link in the description below. And I need to stretch. And then, so the final game, the legitimate balls to the walls hidden gem, most deserving of the term. Another game that you've also seen me play, and I think you've also brought it yourself. A moment, I make my way to the links.
Well, while you're doing that, can I just say, even though it's not discounted, I do strongly recommend Total War 3 Kingdoms. It is a really good game.
Off.
The Football Manager 2019 is discounted as well. So, yeah. There you are. Go ahead.
Yeah, so final game, probably the most recommended, is One Way Heroics.
Oh, yes! Yes! I played this recently, actually.
It's 60% off. It's $2. It is... this falls into another category of like things I can't say good things about, but is really fucking good. This is the most boiled down, most generically generic fucking pixel art RPG Maker game.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Yeah. It takes... Sorry, if I may
jump in. Go for it. If you got shit to say about this, do so.
I think it takes everything about the genre, if you would call it, like the RPG roguelike sort of thing. It just distills it down to everything you need to be. You need to go in one direction. You can't go back. You got to fight, get items, and when you die, you can take things with you and improve your guy slowly and unlock new things, like any roguelike and whatever, but it just distills it down.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to know the story? You are the hero, and you have to escape the darkness and fight the demon lord.
Yeah.
That's the story.
It seems like somebody's like 16-year-old like GCSE or equivalent computer. I'll put it on Steam.
Wait, what was that? You cut out for a moment there.
It sounds like somebody's like a school computer science project, and after they've handed it in and it's been marked, they've just been like, I'll just put it on Steam, see if it gets anything. But it does it extremely well, and that's not insulting the game.
Yeah, it's like it does seem like that, because I think it was like made for like peanuts.
Yeah,
like the entire soundtrack was like, I think they just like pulled it off like an asset store or something.
Yeah,
but it's so fucking good.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. It's cheap. You get more than your money's worth. I think that's what it always comes down to. Are you getting your money's worth, and you're getting far more than your money's worth with this.
There's also there's like a content patch called One Way Heroics Plus. It's like $3 more. I'd recommend it. So that the entire thing's worth like $5. There is a sort of sequel to it, One Way Heroics Mystery Chronicle or something. I played it for about all of 40 minutes. It's done at a completely different engine, and it just didn't feel the same. But I'd say
I don't.
What?
Sorry, I was just looking at it. I don't think I have Plus. No, I don't have Plus.
Oh well, get on it.
I should get that. Wait, it doesn't come up on DLC.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Why does it automatically come top sellers? Wait, it was there and it's vanished.
You want me to fucking link it.
No, I've got on it now. Right. Yeah. Add it to cart. Right. Yeah, continue.
Oh, well, that's it, isn't it, really?
Yes. Well,
So.
you can only answer that. They're your games, you reckon? Yes, you are done now.
I'm looking at like the negative reviews. I love roguelikes except this one.
I saw that one as well. It's like, do you mind elaborating on that? Nah, just don't like it. Love roguelikes. Hate asset strips. Simple as.
Oh, fuck.
I'm so shit. I'm sorry. I just love that meme too much.
Yeah. So yeah. Beyond that, so like those are all my games. Aside from that, other shilling. War Thunder's got like 50% off premiums and shit at the moment for like various nations, and they're doing them in like tiers. So like, not yesterday, but the day before, and the day before that, it was Soviet and Americans. At the moment, like at the time of recording this, it's Germany and the UK. And then tomorrow and the day after is going to be fucking Japan, Italy, and France.
Damn, I've just spent my money, but you'll buy me something, so it's all good.
Will I? I mean, we just went through the fact that I can't really send games overseas because of how fucking Steam's gifting policy works.
You couldn't anyway. You can't buy in-game items for people, can you? Can you? I don't think you can. I wasn't being serious.
I think I can gift like bundle codes. Although bundle codes aren't really actually no, the bundles are on sale on Steam. Like yeah, you can get 50% off the Steam bundles. Which is
I don't think I have any of them. No, I
don't have any of them either, but like Ray Whitmore's P51D10, M18 Black Cat, T3485E, Sergei Dolgoshin's LA7, Plagueis' Spitfire LF Mark 9, the Black Prince. To be honest, most of these are pretty shit.
Yeah.
Like
I don't even have the beginner's pack. Is a discount.
Well, I mean, Ray Whitmore's P51D10, I think it's one of the better P51s, but I don't fly P51, so I don't know. The M18 Black Cat is a premium version of the Tech Tree variant, like no changes whatsoever, just like unique decals and shit. And I mean, the M18's a pretty fucking asshole of a machine.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's pretty good. I would kind of recommend it.
Yeah, but for tanks, I'll play World of Tanks. We've had this conversation before.
Yeah, T3485E. It's a T3485. Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Sergei Dolgoshin's LA7. I fucking hate Lavochkins. Actually, no, that's a lie. Lavochkins are probably my favorite of the Soviet planes. I just fucking hate Soviet planes. Plagueis' LF Mark 9.
Spitfire.
Yeah, it's a Spitfire. It does Spitfire things.
It's all you need, baby.
I think this is one of the better 5.7 Spits. I think it's one of the Griffin ones that is usually recommended for like high altitude fighting. I forget. There's like 4 of them, and the distinctions are like one has 20mm cannons, one doesn't, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And then the Black Prince is just shit. It's a fucking
Matilda.
No, it's a Churchill with a 20-pounder, I think.
Wait, the Black Prince?
Yeah, the Black Prince. It's a
Hold on.
Churchill chassis with like a... Wait, not the 20-pounder, the 17-pounder. Anyway, it's
You're
an
right. You're
upgun
right. It is a
Churchill.
Churchill.
It's an upgun Churchill, and like at that, it goes to like BR 6.0, and at 6.0, the Churchill's armor is just shit.
Yeah.
So it doesn't hold up well. You're basically just a slow medium tank.
Yeah.
Which...
I actually have the Black Prince in World of Tanks, and I fucking hate it.
It looks...
I hate the Churchill. I hate the Churchill. Like...
It looks sexy, though.
But... It's so big, though. Like, I love the tank IRL, but just playing it.
BRB, I'm burning up War Thunder. I'm just looking at these tanks now, because... Oh my god, game, yes, I know you need an update.
16 quid, and that's 50% off.
Yeah, I do not recommend...
hell.
I do not recommend the Black
Principle. That is more expensive than fucking World of Tank shit. Or World of Tank shit is fucking too expensive. So...
I mean, it's expensive for trash, I'll say that. But prices get worse because as the game has gone into the modern era, they've started releasing rank 6 premiums, which are basically... The thing is, they're all the fucking same. Like, they're all go-karts with a high caliber gun and a stabilizer. Like, fucking France. There are fucking 4 stabilizers in the entire French tree. Like, tanks with stabilizers on them. One of them is the Sherman, which, if you can even consider that a stabilizer. One of them is the AMX 40, which is one of the top tier tanks. One is the Leclerc, which is the toppest of tier tanks in the French tree. And then there's the AMX 30 Super. There are like 4 AMXs 30s in the game. This is the only one that gets a stabilizer, and it's the premium one.
Yeah.
Its tech tree equivalent doesn't have a stabilizer, and its saving grace that puts it at the same battle rating is that it gets a bunch of fucking C4 slapped on it, which does nothing because everyone is shooting off APFSDs. And that's my rant for the French tree. But yeah, so French get AMX 30 Super, 105 with stabilizer on a go-kart. The Italy gets the OF 40 MTCA, which is a Leopard with 105 and a stabilizer. Japan gets the Type 74 G Kai, which is Type 74, but with literally no difference, pretty much. Just a name change. Like I think the actual difference that they put into it is like hardware or like software shit. Like that's the actual difference between the Type 74, the Type 74 G Kai.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm just spurging over this. Fucking the British.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
the British got the Shotgun Delay, which is a Centurion Mark 10, except it's a Jewish Centurion.
Right.
Like the Israelis brought Centurions and then they just stuck a bunch of fucking C4 on it. It's fucking trash. It's literally the lowest high rank tier premium of like this bundle of shit. The USSR got Type 55 AM, which is just a Type 55 with more armor. The fucking Germans got a Leopard 1 with the 120mm. It's such cancer. And then the USA got the XM1, which is like a prototype Abrams without like all the frontal armor. Which is also fucking cancer. And I own it because there was a fucking sale for it. But yeah, all of these cost 60 USD. They are not cheap. And you're literally just buying your way into top tier, and it's cancer and ruining the game, but we don't want to talk about that.
Damn, alright, best should get them then.
Well, I mean, I own the XM1, the Leopard 1, and the AMX30 Super. So, I don't think I need any more. Yeah, that's me speaking of a War Thunder.
Can I tell you something completely unrelated?
Sure.
I just saw this picture, and it's the G20 summit in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And right, this may backfire because you may not see any problem with this, but that's like, the most important people in the world, and it's just like a conference hall, a small conference hall.
Who's that? Who's the Arab cunt sitting next to Putin?
I think that's Saudi Arabia.
Probably. And you got Merkel way on the other fucking side of the thing with Trudeau.
Apparently, she had a spasm or something went on with her, and a seizure. Well, maybe a seizure's too strong, but something like that, and she had to be taken away or something. I think.
Right, so we've got old Abe sitting in the middle.
Yes, Abe.
Yeah, I know it's Abe, but I want to call him Abe.
Honest Abe.
Oh yeah, well they got the flags in the back, so.
I don't think it follows order though. No, it doesn't.
Hang on, I need to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15. Oh well, there's 15. Where's the other 5? I'm assuming everyone else is just like, oh no, they're there.
Yeah, they're not all on the same desk, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at the other desk. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck Macron is. Also, who's standing in for fucking the UK now that Theresa May's fucked off?
No, it is Theresa May. She's in the red on the corner.
Oh, hello.
She's not fucked off yet.
Oh, fucking. Is it like you guys haven't left yet, have you?
No, we haven't.
No.
It's gonna be fucking Boris Johnson. God damn
it. My thing is in that, like, if I remember rightly, the way I've heard it is there was a cutoff date on the vote on the leaving shit, and for every day after that, like the UK is charged like $1 billion or something to the EU.
Yeah.
And you passed over that day, and it's been months, and then Theresa May resigns, and no one's going to get any shit done until you elect someone else.
Yeah.
So, like, this entire decision by Theresa May, because she can't fucking make a choice of just saying, fuck this shit, I'm out, has probably costed the UK like $30 billion.
Yeah, implying we're ever gonna pay that money. Like, no.
Like, I mean, I've been in points in my life where I've left jobs and, like, for the last 2 days, I just do no fucking work. I just sit there and watch people.
Well, yeah, but, like, I mean, that's what's supposed to happen. Right?
Yeah, like, I've never done $30 billion worth of no work. Jesus.
To be honest, she was put in an impossible situation. I mean, I don't like her, but I have sympathy for her. Because Cameron said he wasn't going to resign if Brexit went through. He promised he wouldn't. Because he promised the referendum, but he didn't want us to leave.
I think he promised the referendum on the basis that he didn't think you'd actually do it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. But
oh no,
if he didn't,
it wasn't. The way I've heard it was he said that I mean, I might be entirely wrong with this because I don't follow fucking UK politics that much. But I think it was that he said he'd do the referendum. And, like, the result was, because of that, UKIP won more than he expected them to, which means he couldn't, like, pussy out of it and say the rest of his coalition or whatever the fuck didn't want it.
Wait, what do you mean?
So I was like, the way, like, I might be confusing the way things work here, but it's like, to try and get votes, like, he tried to sort of buddy up with UKIP to try and, like, push his party into winning. And one of the ways he did that was he said he would, have a referendum. His goal was to get their votes, but not have UKIP basically have enough power so that the rest of the, like, grouping, the alliances he made could veto it. Like, veto the referendum entirely. But instead, UKIP got through with more power than them, so they had to do the referendum. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Short answer, no. No.
Long answer, yes, but.
But you're not that wrong. You're not that wrong. Again, I'm going to say this is how I understand what happened. But he didn't try and buddy up to UKIP. He tried, basically, UKIP got a huge amount because a lot of people wanted to leave the EU. That was UKIP's thing. So UKIP have always done well in the European Parliament. It's why we have so many EPs that are UKIP. And the reason for that is because nobody else gives a shit. So the traditional parties get less votes, and obviously everybody who likes UKIP will go out and vote for
a bit more vocal.
Yeah, so the Greens as well. The Green Party always do well.
Fuck the Green Party.
It's literally like, I think half of the UK representative there are Greens and UKIP. It's crazy. But yeah, so... But more and more people were, joining the Eurosceptic movement and whatnot, and lots of people on both sides, traditional Labour voters and traditional Conservative voters, were moving to UKIP. And the Conservatives, who were in that coalition government with the Liberals, note how Liberal and Conservative are literal oxymorons, but, they mutually... the Conservatives don't want... They want to win. So they appeal to the Eurosceptics and say they will have a referendum. They promise they will have a referendum. This basically allows them to steal the election. And the reason I use the word steal is because in the UK we use a system of constituencies and first past the post. So you're not voting for your party. How the UK wants you to vote is they don't want you to vote for a party. They want you to vote for the best man or woman to govern your constituency, like where your local area of, I think it's like 10,000 or 100,000 people. 100,000 people, right? And you vote for the person that you think will be the best to represent you. Now, in reality...
I think we used to do that, but we changed it so that you can vote for, like, your local and the government separately.
Yeah. So, yeah, the problem is nobody fucking does that. Everyone votes for the party because that's who actually matters. So you just toe the party line. You vote for the party you like. So, and we have first past the post. So whoever gets the most votes gets the seat. And there's no standard like checks or whatever. Like you need to get more than 50%, and like you vote for the top three candidates, and when each one is eliminated, you add the second and third choices on. That like a good voting system would use. So in like Northern Ireland, I think one constituency was won by a party that had like 20% of the vote, but all the other parties had less than 20%, so they won. So 80% didn't vote for that person, but they got in. And so what ended up happening was UKIP got 20% of the national vote, but because the Conservatives did enough and got like enough UKIP people, I mean, let me just say, like, 20% of the vote is like an insane amount for a non-traditional party. Like,
oh fuck yeah,
that's a fucking huge amount. Like, and yet they got 20% of the national vote. In fact, I'm going to Google it now just so I know I'm not spreading misinformation. 20.
To be fair, anyone who's watching us for genuine political analysis needs to be euthanized.
But what happened was UKIP got. Oh, okay, sorry. They got I over exaggerated. They got 12.6% of. Sorry, they got 12.6, but that was an addition of 9.5%. So that being like more than 400%. Yeah, more than 400% than what they got before. So huge increase. I will send you a screenshot actually, because it'll help illustrate my point, and maybe you can put this in the running order or not.
It's just in. 1 in 10 people in the UK are racist.
But if you look there, you can see. So you've got Conservative and Labour, and if you look all the way down at UKIP, they have the third highest amount of votes, but they only get one seat because they came second or third in every single constituency except one. Basically, they were always second or third. So you can see the disparity here. Conservatives 331.
Gee, I wonder where Scottish Nationals got most of their seats.
Yep. So, yeah, what the Conservatives got out by the skin of their teeth. They got a majority because they were able to. They got a majority of the seats with only 36.9% of the national vote. And think about all the fucking Democrats that are still having to go at Trump because Hillary actually got like 1 million more votes. Look here, that gap is like 8 million, I think, or 6 million or something. And yeah, the Conservatives won more than half. But the point of this is because he got that, and because he took so much away from UKIP, he was beholden. He had to do the referendum. He promised it. It was what won him the election, and he promised he would not resign if what he didn't want to happen happened, which was the UK leaving the EU. We left the EU, and the morning he immediately resigned. So whoever was going to step up was going to have to steer us through, which is why I don't particularly like Theresa May. But whoever took this job was going to be fucked. It was political suicide. So, I do have sympathy with her a bit. That's it. That's my rambling on the UK electoral system.
Amazing.
Right. Is there anything else?
I don't know. I kind of need to take a piss.
Well, it's been what, like 2.5 hours?
Yeah, we're coming up to that.
That's a good length. Good girth.
Now I'm tossing up whether or not. I mean, I've got War Thunder open now, so I'm tossing up whether or not I want to stream War Thunder or stream fucking Valkyria Chronicles like I usually do.
Oh, you don't have Valkyria 4, do you?
I think I do.
Oh, yes, you do. You do have it.
Yeah.
You said you hadn't played it, though. Right.
Oh, yeah, by the way, Valkyria Chronicles is on sale.
Yeah, I saw 4 and it was like, I think 75% off. Oh no, 66% off or something like that. And I just bought it. I was just like, I've only played the first level and that half. Okay, actually, right, shit, I'll do this now. I kind of need your help. I just may, be stuck on the first level.
Why though?
Okay, so when I say stuck, what I mean is I fucked up once and I rage quit. Well, I quit, and this was just before I left. This was the night before I left for Portsmouth. So, I didn't play it, and then I haven't played it since. So I haven't actually tried it more than once to see what happened. But basically, the first level, did everything fine, and then the tank fucking comes, and I've got to get the fucking guy on the other end of the map. And so I shot like 3 of the people, yeeted them, and then I tried to run my guy up, and he just got one shot by the tank.
Yeah.
So how am I supposed to get over? I can't see a way to get over there without going in front of the tank.
Wait.
You know what I mean, right?
Not really, because I don't remember this mission now. It's been so long.
To be honest, I only tried it once, so I've probably missed something.
Oh wait, that tank.
Yeah.
You literally just walk around it.
But won't it shoot you?
Not if you walk around it.
Okay.
Like, you can use a person multiple times.
Right, okay, I knew that, but I still didn't know if I could get them in the same turn. So I decided to play it cautious. I killed 2 of the people. And then what I thought I would do is... Right, this probably wasn't the smartest thing, but I thought, well, historically, if the best place to avoid a tank shooting you is you run up to the tank and you go around it right in front of it, because it can't aim at you with the cannon or the machine gun thing if you're like right on it. So I ran the guy up to the tank and then I tried to go in front of it. But, making sure I didn't get in front of the truck. And as soon as I passed, like, if you drew a line through the tank, as soon as I passed, like, the front end, and I got on that, like, front 50%, I just got fucking one shot. And then failed the mission.
Yeah, the only thing...
So I would have to restart the whole thing, and I just said, fuck this, and quit.
The hull gun is the only one that's going to reaction shot you.
Right.
So like you can stand right next to the turret and nothing's gonna fucking happen, unless you like end all your turns and he like it's his turn and then you just beep boop.
Well, it was like the Sponson gun that got me, I think.
Yeah.
I'm probably missing.
Anyway, just get good forehead.
I got stuck on literally again. I don't know if stuck's the right word because I tried it once and I just quit. But yeah, I got stuck on the first mission. Feels bad, man. But still, I liked it. I thought it was good, so I bought Valkyria Chronicles 4 as well.
Yeah.
So, War Game. I don't know if they're discounted, but I strongly recommend them. It's a really good RTS, like a simulator. Have you played any of them?
No.
Check
like War Game, Red Dragon shit.
Yeah. Red Dragon's the best one, but it's also like the newest one. But yeah, it's really they're really fucking good, and they are very simulatory.
It is 75% off, and I mean,
you're playing with like real. It is a simulator, like. I mean, okay, obviously it's a little bit gamified, but like, if you like your really in-depth RTSs and your realistic military shit,
yeah, I mean, I've thought about it in the past, but I don't know.
The one I've played the most is actually War Game Red Dragon, but the one I haven't played Airland Battle, but European Escalation, which is the first one. I don't know how much that is, but that's a good one, and it's if you want to, yeah, it's $1.99. So what? That's like $4 or something.
Something like that.
New Zealand. So, like, if you just want to try something out, see if it's the sort of game for you, just pick that up, and then because the other ones are just like European Escalation, but with more stuff and better. But it's just the same game, really.
Yeah. I mean, I have thought about playing them in the past, but my skepticism was that I've always heard that it's pretty autistic on, like, the prerequisites of knowing the hotkeys is so fucking high.
Right.
Or some shit.
I never use hotkeys. Sorry, well, that's not true. I began using hotkeys in Total War 3 Kingdoms, okay? For that, never used them. I was fine. And by fine, I mean I was pretty shit.
As in, you can beat the AI.
Yeah, I could beat the AI. There is the whole competitive thing as well. Apparently it's good, but I never play it because I don't play.
Anyway, I do really need to fucking piss now. It's been nice. I'll look into it. Everyone, thanks for coming. Discord link in the description below. See ya.
Yeah, see you guys.